What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Fresh Yiddy coming at you with another morning motivation video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about good debt versus bad business debt. All right, guys, I'm so glad you guys decided to join me this morning. As always, man, I'm always thanking you guys, man, because I'm always really appreciative of you guys coming on and watching the video, especially even if you're watching it back. I still appreciate the people that watch it back after it's put out. It's awesome that you guys decide that you want to listen to me. All right, that's great. Welcome to the Friday edition of Morning Motivation. It is time for us to talk. And if it's your first time watching my videos, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you never miss an upload. And if this is your 20th or 100th or 1000th time watching these videos, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an upload. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you like and comment and that you share the video, because we want everybody, to watch these videos and make sure that they get some great information so that you can be pumped up and ready for the day and ready for their work week. And we're here on a Friday. That means it's the end of the work week for some of us. Some of us work on Friday, Saturday, and on Sundays. I know myself, I've done that before. But I've taken a vow now to spend more time with family on the weekends instead of, always working. So I try to do that pretty much, every weekend. But I end up still working pretty much every weekend. I didn't work last weekend, though, and I probably won't work this weekend, but anyway, that's just how we do it around these here parts. All right. Anyway, guys, again, like I just said, man, I'm so glad you guys decided to wake up and join me, man. I started to do these things a little bit later. I used to do them around 5-ish, 5:05-ish. But a little bit later now, we get more participation, which is pretty cool. So that's why I'm doing them a little bit later. So, we're around 6:15-ish starting this thing. So, anyway, we're going to do something short and sweet for Friday and get you on your way, get you out the door, get your breakfast and everything and get out there and start your business, whatever you're doing, whether you're an accountant or pressure washing. That's the big thing, right? That's the one we're here for. But if you do anything else, man, it still helps you. All right. So let's talk about good debt versus bad business debt. So this can be pretty much self-explanatory, man, guys. When it comes to building debt, there is a rule that you should abide by when you're dealing with debt, and that rule is when you have small debt. If you're going to take on small debt, 500,000, 2,000, 3,000, something that you can handle, that you can pay off fairly quickly. When you take on small debt like credit card debt, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, stuff like that, make sure that you have the ability to pay that money back every month. Okay, so I don't want to come up here and say that getting into debt is bad, because getting into debt is not always bad. It's just how and in what fashion you get into the debt with. There's a lot of people out there that say, I'm not getting into debt. My business will not be in debt. I've been in debt as a person, so I'm not going to put my business in debt. Like, okay, yeah, that's true. That's great. It's a good thing to live by. You're always spending your money. But the thing is, when you have your stuff, you own it, and you don't have to worry about paying anybody anything. The problem with that is that sometimes some of us don't have enough working capital to be able to run our business and purchase the things that we need to make our business more profitable. So we have to use debt. We have to go into debt to get those things done. It's just how you use those that is the difference. Okay, so an example of a bad debt wouldn't be like getting a credit card. Example of a bad debt would be like getting a credit card and then purchasing something that is not going to bring you a return. So for example, getting a credit card and then going out and just buying food with it, as a business owner, and just say, hey, I'm going to write this off on my taxes as a meal, I went out to, we went to, to the Bahamas, and I'm going to use my credit card just to swipe some, some snacks and, some meals and things like that. That stuff is not bringing you a return. That's the type of thing that you want to use your actual account for, your business account, and spend your actual money for, stuff like that. So that'd be an example of bad debt. Okay. In that regard. Another example of bad debt would be going out and, purchasing a vehicle under your business name just so you could drive it around for personal use, and say, hey, I'm driving it around for business use because I'm going out and seeing clients. But you went out and bought a Mercedes just to drive around to see clients, and knowing that you can use that to write off on your taxes and things like that. That's an example of using debt the wrong way, a bad debt. All right. So what would be a good thing to do in that situation is we purchased a vehicle that I can put on the road that will bring me back $6,000 and $7,000 a week. Okay, that's an example of a good debt. All right, or purchasing a new rig, a new trailer with new equipment on it, that we know that if we have that now, we can get commercial accounts, which will bring us, $20,000 a month. Okay, so that's an example of a good debt. Okay, another example of a good debt when it comes to using vehicles is you purchased. Okay, say you want to have a luxury vehicle. You go out, you purchase a luxury vehicle, and you put that vehicle to work on, let's say, like Turo or something like that. And people will start, renting the vehicle, and then you start getting income from renting the vehicle out. And now you're paying the vehicle off, and you didn't pay for it. You're not paying for it personally. You're letting other people pay for it. Okay. So the rule, let's go back to the rule. The rule is if you're getting something small, okay, something small, then make sure that you can pay it off every month. Okay. Or, at least put a considerable chunk down on it. And then, get it paid off, within the next couple of months. But ideally you want to be able to pay it off in, the next month. All right. So if you take on large debt, like a vehicle or a home, make sure that you have other people pay for it. All right. That's an example of a good debt. If you get something that is large debt, make sure someone else is paying for it. Okay. Because you're assuming all the risk. Okay. You're assuming all the risk by taking out the loan, or taking out the, using a credit card, for a large debt. Okay. Because as business owners, we can get credit cards that gives us $100,000 of credit on it, or big numbers like 20 and 50, $1,000 credit on those cards. And if you take those cards, you can definitely go into a car dealership and swipe for a $20,000, $30,000 vehicle, right? Okay. And if you take on that debt, make sure that someone else is paying for it. Okay. Whether you put that vehicle on the road and let it make money for you, or you put it on Turo and let people rent it out from you, and let the money come in, and you pay the bill with that money. All right. And then you obviously have a return. So that's like passive income. Okay. You got to start thinking outside the box here a little bit, and the same thing is true for getting a home. Okay. If you purchasing homes in your business name, make sure somebody else is paying for it. Put it out on the market, let somebody rent it, collect rent money, put them in it, collect rent money, get the money. All right. And that money is residual every month. It keeps coming in, passive income. You don't have to do anything, right? You don't have to do anything for it unless, of course, the toilet goes down. You got to go buy a new toilet or something like that. But, that's for another video. But the concept is, hey, I purchased a house. I'll put you in it. You pay for it. Okay. And, I mean, the only other difference is, when you're purchasing a home for yourself to live in, okay, obviously, it's hard to get someone else to pay for your house that you live in because it's what you do, unless you just say, hey, I'm going to buy a new truck and that truck is going to make another $6,000, and then I'm going to go buy a house and that truck is going to pay, business expenses, and then it's going to pay for this house as well too, right? So that's an example of good debt versus bad business debt, and just use it wisely, man. It doesn't mean that you are doing anything bad. Don't look down on yourself. If you're one of those people that say, I'm not going to get my business into debt at all, don't look at it as a bad thing. If you use it in the correct way, then and you assume all the risk and let somebody else pay for it, then it's a good debt. Lots of businesses, pretty much every business, Fortune 500 businesses and things like that, most of them have big debt. But that big debt is bringing them money, okay? That big debt is bringing them money, okay? They don't have to deplete their resources. They can use other people's money to get what they need. And it's basically like they're getting things for free, basically, because that thing is generating money for them. So, don't look at it as debts. Look, I acquired something else that's going to bring me money, and I don't even have to pay for it, right? So just keep thinking that when you take on huge debt, make sure someone else is paying for it, okay? Again, so that could be, like I said, it could be buying a new rig, buying a new vehicle so that vehicle can get out on the road and make money, all right? So you're basically not even paying for it, all right? It's making you money. It's make more money than you'll ever pay out for it, right? It'll make you more money than you'll ever pay out for it, okay? Like I purchased a truck and rig, and I've made way more money than what that cost me, and it's still generating income. It's still generating income, okay? The truck and the rig that you have right now is generating income, okay? Let's just say you paid $15,000 for your truck and your rig combined. I know that's a small number, but let's just make it easier. 20 grand. Bought your truck, bought your rig, 10 for the truck, 10 for the rig, all right? You made $100,000 this year so far. I mean, that truck has paid for itself, and it's continually bringing you money, right? So don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as a good thing, all right? And just use it wisely. We'll be talking more about this stuff as I am getting more into this type of thing, business building, all right? And if you want to learn more about business building, we're going to be putting some more stuff in the pressure washing business building question safe zone group. Link is in the bio. Link is in the bio. Link is in the description. You guys can click on that if you want to get in there. We're spitting out more free game because I don't want you guys to not know the information. You guys need to know the information so you can make informed decisions. All right. Go out there, guys, and have a great day. Remember, you can do it. You are great. You are capable of doing this. Do not sell yourself short. You can stomp with the big dogs. Stomp with the big dogs. All right. You can stomp with the big dogs. Go out there and take those commercial accounts from them big dogs, man. All right. It's Mr. Fresh. You dig?